Good morning, good afternoon, welcome to the New York session. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so today is Thursday and we have the rate announcement out of the way. Now, I think nothing much happened because they didn't actually change the rate. It remained the same. So nothing dramatic happened. Apart from obviously gold doing its thing on the dollar index, and the other pairs nothing really much happened. So I'm still gonna be going with the flow where we are still down on the daily, right? We are still down. The yesterday's candle couldn't do much, either dropping or going up. It remained as an inside candle. That means likelihood of price continue going down is possible. So let's see where the next target can be. So looking at current price, next target possibly could be 94.61 unless something happens. Unless maybe let's look on the monthly chart. On the monthly chart, we can see there's really nothing here. We have this down candle. That is where we were reacting off from, but it looks like we might go for that. Now, from a 3 months, I think it was a 6 months. Let me go to the 6 months. Okay. Months, 3 months. I'm trying to figure out what the long term is trying to achieve, because as it stands, definitely I need to see the big picture and then have a rough idea what the whole market wants to do. Okay, so the highest I can go is 12 months. Based on the 12 months, we have this last up candle prior to the move down, which reacting off from this last up candle over here, bearish order block, and currently we've closed in this gap. Let me draw a line on that. We've closed in that gap, so we are at a crucial point. It's either it will reject and come back inside this up candle, which if we do, then the 3 months, this last down candle's low is going to be a draw on liquidity, which this one here, this high. But let's see how this quarter is going to end. All right, let's see how this quarter is going to end. If this 3 months candle, which will end in March. If this one ends and we stay bearish like this, then definitely we will go with the bearishness, dollar index bearishness, and then maybe for the rest of the year target somewhere down here, that down candle, and then maybe the equal low, but that's far away. For today and for the rest of the month, we are likely gonna draw here. Okay, so let's go with that flow. And on the weekly, now because we've gone for this high resistance low, it can pull back, not reverse, but actually pull back. For price to completely reverse, we will need to come and break this up candle. We will need to come and break this up candle, which I think we are far away from that. Okay, that up candle over there, price needs to come back up and then break it. Until then, we are going with the flow and the 94.62, 95.13. Okay, so 95.13 is the easiest one to reach for, then the 94.62. Okay, so those are the downside objectives. Now let's look at euro. So with that said, euro will possibly go and attack this highs, this equal high. One, two, three, four, 9, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 6. Okay, so the opposite is true for euro. As long as we don't break that down candle over there, price will remain bullish. Now, most of the time, let me go back to the dollar index. Most of the time, such movements, up candle, big drop, most of the time they are signs of reversal. So it's two things. The first thing is this could be reversing. Okay, so this could be a buying in disguise as a sell. Okay, but if it's going to be a buy, we need the first up candle to completely give up the whole down candle. And again, when it's happening, it's either they're doing it with two, as you can see right now. I think this is a weekly chart, so two down candles or maximum 3, which is similar to what we witnessed on the crude oil here, right? We had 2 down candles and then the third candle started rejecting. So over here is either we're gonna start rejecting next week with just the 2 down candles, or which is possible, it will be a week next week, something like this, a third down candle, but towards the end of the week it will start rejecting, maybe either the 95.13 or the 94.62. Give me 1 second, let me double check. I haven't looked at my seasonal tendencies for some time now. I haven't looked at it for some time now. So let me double check my seasonal tendency. Okay. So January to March, the first week of March, sorry, the first quarter of the year, it looks like this on the dollar index. Okay, so we do drop, as you can see, but then we start going back up, and the going back up happens roughly I think towards the second week of February. So that's what I'm saying. We could be coming back into a pullback, but we will have to wait for price to confirm. Okay, so maybe not this week, or it could start this week. Who knows? So today and tomorrow could be a crucial day for the dollar index, but I would like to see one more run towards the 95.13 level, and then let me double check on the daily. Yeah, I would like to see one more move to the downside. Okay, because this is the first area, second area, so one more, third area, then maybe the reversal, which is going to be leading towards the first week of February, right? Especially the 7th. That's when I mostly want to see price giving a reversal, the 7th of February. Yeah, I think last few years back, I was doing a lot of back testing, and if I can take you to Euro, and let's go to 2025. That was price reversing. 2024, somewhere here. So the first 2 weeks, or towards the second week of February, we do see Euro giving a move to the downside. Actually, let me bring the Euro so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is the Euro. Oh, not that one. That is June. Okay, so this is the Euro. Now, this move here is what is currently happening, but we do start moving down towards the end of the quarter, okay, which is the February period that I'm talking about. And this sharp move here, this very sharp move here, happens to be that date, which is the first week of February, or towards the beginning of the second week of February. That's when this move happens. Okay, so next week will be a crucial week, hence I would like to see I would like to see one more move on the daily to bring more buyers into the market. So begin to watch price for some form of manipulation, which I can clearly see they've started, because the move is too aggressive and it's bringing a lot of buyers in the market, because everybody now is thinking about buying euro. No one is thinking about selling. So the crowd mentality or the head mentality is now skewed towards buying. And when the majority of people are looking at one way, that's the best time to look at the other way. Okay, so I think I've given you enough context. The same thing applies to the British pound. I want to see one more drive to the upside, and then next week we start looking for similar to what the euro is going to do. So let me show you the British pound as well. Oh, this image is too large. It's not allowing me to paste down. Okay, there it is. So that's the British pound as well. So the sharp move that we are witnessing is that one, and then a decline towards it. So the line that you see is the beginning of the next quarter, which is April. So there will be a drop, which could be a pullback. Okay, so between February and March, we might experience a pullback and then a continuation to the upside, because April itself is a bullish month for the British pound, and then May will also drop. So let's see. Okay, these are all just building a narrative towards what is likely possible. Okay, so British pound, I think we will continue going up. I did the 6 months analysis some time ago, and I knew we were going to go up because we had this order block here, but I didn't expect them to go up the way they did. I wanted to see them at least go deeper into this range, from this low to this high. I wanted to see them go a little bit deeper into that range before we go up. So who knows, maybe this is all manipulation. They will actually come back deeper into the range before we go up, which can happen between the month of February and March, to wipe out all this, okay, and then resume going up. So enough context for that. Euro pound yesterday, amazing. We're looking for 0.8644 as the drawn liquidity. It did come close to it, but I think it's wiped out these equal lows here. The previous week low is gone, but I still think it needs to come for 0.8644. So today I'm looking forward for one more drop towards that level. On the daily, we have a bearish order block here coming up from this fair value gap. So as long as we are below that up candle, 0.86444 is the drawn liquidity. So you're looking for continuation to the downside. Then gold yesterday was amazing. Now I've cashed out everything. I managed to get three entries on gold yesterday, so did very well on that. Let me show you where I got my entries. So yesterday I got one entry here. I think I spoke about 2 days ago. I got one entry here. Then yesterday, same thing happened, right? New York session, order block, down candle, pullback, went up, same thing. New York session, order block, down candle, and then during the rate announcement, price went up. So I actually closed the one that I bought. This one, where did I close this one? I think I closed this one at before the rate announcement. Yeah, so before the rate announcement, I closed all of it basically. So the one that I bought here, I closed it before the rate announcement, and then I bought another one here, but that one was a short trade, as in like a day trade to go just above this high. So before the news event or the rate announcement, it took me out. Then I realized that it was not dropping, because if it was going to drop, after I gave you 2 times, right? The 7:30, sorry, the 7 o'clock and the 7:30. So when it was 7, I realized that price didn't drop. It was still here. So then I thought, we are still reaching for that 5. Okay, so then I had closed that one and the one I bought. So then I bought one here, and then I left my stop loss below this because I was willing to risk that. And then, within a few minutes after I bought, price shot up, and then up, and then up, and up, and up, and up. So that one I closed this morning. I closed that one this morning. So I'm out of gold entirely. I'm going to be on the sidelines for now, because after reaching 5, then the next one will be 6. Okay, the next one will be 6. Now the same thing can apply to that. The same thing can be applied to that, where you can divide between 6 and 5 into 4. Okay, so between 6 and 5, you can divide that into 4, and then aim for the levels that price is gonna give. So this could be the first one, then second one, let me do it all over again because I'm not seeing it properly. Okay, So half of it is where we are now. Okay, so the next one will be here, 625, 5625, then 575, then 5875. So this one will be red. Okay, so those are going to be the upside objectives. Now where we are now, maybe a buying opportunity can happen, because yesterday that's the same thing that happened here, right? That was the level I mentioned that they can buy from there. So here a buying can happen, so keep an eye on that. Now I'll wait for, you can wait for same thing that happened yesterday during the New York session. Let them close above a down candle and then use that down candle as your protection. All right, and then see how far up they are gonna take this. Okay, so that is that. Yeah, now let's go to crude oil. So crude oil also did amazing. I think yesterday I said this down candle, if they close above it, if it comes back to it, buy it and expand up to 64, 64, 67. That candle's low, and they've done that nicely. I got most of my trades are out. I've only got one position left, the position that I got here. I'm holding on to that. The rest, I think I had about 5 entries. All of them has been closed, and I'm left with just one. So I'm gonna be holding on to that one until price gives me maybe another down candle with immediate close. Then I'll get another entry. So I'm aiming for, let's go to the daily. I'm aiming for 66.42, and then above that will be 67.74. Okay, so those are the upside objectives. Preferably maybe a down candle to form, not today but tomorrow, a down candle forming, and then we closing above it like this, right? That'll be another accumulation area, and then you can continue on buying. So with that said, crude oil, if you are long, keep some, don't close everything, because this is just the beginning of the seasonal move. I don't have the I don't think I did take images of the seasonal tendencies for crude oil and gold. I don't have my subscription anymore with the company. I'll probably buy one month seasonal tendency for teaching purposes with my small little group that I help, just for teaching purposes for 1 month, and then I'll cancel it after that, because I've been using it for a long time, so I already know most of the seasons. That's why I was able to tell you about crude oil. Okay, so yeah, I'll get next month or March, then yeah, I'll show you what I meant by crude oil going up between January and June. with a pause in April. So this will just be the beginning. Definitely it will not go up in a straight line. If it does, perfect, we will ride it, but you know, at some point a retracement is going to happen. So just be mindful if you are buying. Now today during the New York session, you can look for a buy. I think I like the down candles that have been created here. If we pull back, those down candle can be used as a stop loss, or on the H4, since definitely we know price is gonna go up. This is the most recent fair value gap on the H4. Now you can place a buy limit here with your stop loss below that, and then just in case, because sometimes you know they can do that, just in case. Just put it there and then forget about it, because just in case a quick snap to stop people out happens, you will get in and then it will continue going up. Yeah, okay. Or you can drop to the 1 hour. This is gonna be a big stop, but it will be worth it if you want to. Don't leave it anywhere in here, because that gap is on the H4 here. So that same thing, looking for that continuation to the upside. I know you might want to do something like this, but if you do that and it stops you out, then you can look for another entry with the rejection. So you have two options. One is to buy with a pullback with a stop here, and then just in case they happen to go deeper into a pullback, then you buy that one and then continue going up. All right, so that is that for the crude oil. Let's move on to ES. ES, they've gone for that high. Yesterday I was anticipating that they were going to use this for the continuation to the upside, but nothing really happened, and the rate announcement did not send price aggressively down as I expected. So I think we will eventually continue going up. On the monthly, it's showing bullishness. This down candle has now been traded up above, so that's reaccumulation, showing a lot of potential to the upside. Okay, so that's 7. Seven, 2, 3, 0. That level is going to be the next target, and I like the way price is rejecting a swing low, pivoting a swing low here. Definitely a buy to continue going up. So I'll be hunting for a buy maybe this New York session. Yeah. Oh, I'll probably leave it because it's enough for the week, and then next week we look for continuation. Okay, so let's move on to Australian dollar. I think I gave you two levels they were going to reach for. That one, that, and they've touched them both, and I believe they will eventually take out this high. Based on what I'm seeing, price is likely gonna take out that high as well, because yeah, that is what I'm seeing. So look for continuation to the upside. 0.71581, and on the H4 there was a down candle here, So price is reacting off from that. And then there. On the big time frame, I think I spoke about it yesterday. Price looks like it's reversing, right? This down movement and then the rejection. Notice the same pattern, right? This time on the monthly is 3 down candles before the move up. On the 3 months, it's just 1. Okay, so 1 up candle, 1 down candle, sharp move, and then a quick rejection. So this looks to me that we are going to come up here. And from the higher time frame perspective, we are very, very deep in discount. So we could be coming up, up, somewhere here. But that's, long time. Almost parity. So inside this fair value gap here. And that will be June. June is also a good month for the Australian dollar to go up. So roughly between June and August. Yeah. No, between between June and July. That's the 2 months you really wanna get into a buy on the Australian dollar. So between June and July, buying Australian dollar would be a great idea. Okay, so that's that for the Australian dollar. Yen. Yesterday we spoke about price potentially pulling back into this gap. It went a little bit higher than that, but that's fine. And rejection. Notice they've come back to that same area. Down. So this can also, for now, probably give a sell idea. And then head for the fair value gap up pointed to 151.52. So something like that. Okay. All right. So the dollar yen, we can look for something like that for maybe today during this New York session. Okay. And then, like I said, if you look from the higher time frame, it looks like it's reversing. So 149.96 could be an ideal target. Okay. Moving on to the cryptos. I think yesterday we spoke about this. I didn't believe that this was a move to the upside. It didn't even get to that gap, and we've rejected everything. So nothing much, just the old, same old. We are looking for a continuation to the downside. 83.846, that is the draw. Then 80,524. Ethereum, same thing, couldn't even get there, rejecting. Look for continuation to the downside. You can use this as a medium target, intermediate target 2777.74, and then ultimately 2620.41. Solana, they go low. I think they're gonna come for it now. 116.82. Ripple, not a fun. Hype, likely they might take out the previous month high, and then maybe price will pause. Okay, so maybe not a sell on this yet. Chachki, I'm waiting for the end of the month, because once the month ends, they will take out the monthly low, which this level is still there. So if we end in the next 2 days and 11 hours, we might open and then drop, attack this low, hit this level, and then, because I think I showed you an example of how when we form a swing low and the next candle trades down, what is likely going to happen. Similar to if I take you back to crude oil. Okay, so if you look at crude oil on the H4, something like this, we form a swing low, next candle, down candle, trades back into it. Most of the time, this type of candle is so sensitive. ICT calls it the proportion candle. Okay, the proportion candle is one of the most powerful candles you ever trade, because when the order block is formed, then if we pull back to it, it's like the orders is being transferred. So if we say this is the order block, right, then the next candle, the next down candle, trades back to it, and then we go up. It's like all the orders that initially was here has been transferred to that one. So this becomes sensitive. If we trade back to this, that should send price higher. Okay, so if you ever see an order block creating another order block, that next candle, the next order block, is very, very sensitive, very, very powerful. You can use it for, you know, any kind of trade entry. All right, and then lastly, the AI 16Z still not doing much, still stuck, so nothing to report on that. If anything happens, I will report it, and then we'll go from there. Until then, there's nothing really to report on the AI 16Z. So that is all I have for you for today. I think today I've spent a lot of time giving you a lot of information. Yeah, so enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you same time tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, and then another week is gone. So have fun, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow.